Hey guys, Super Gadget Guy here. Today I'll be reviewing the MacBook Air 11-inch. This is the one I bought on release day, or second day, the day after release day. The 11-inch MacBook Air that I bought for my wife. This is the 128GB SSD model with 2GB of RAM. So here it is. I know I bought it for my wife, but I just can't keep my hands off of it. I used it briefly, brought it to work, showed it to everyone, and sold at least 3 MacBook Air, because 3 people at work bought it too. That's pretty awesome. I love to recommend new gadgets and stuff to people, obviously. And after play with it a little bit, they all bought the 13-inch model because they need the screen real estate. Put it down. Okay, there's several things I like about this thing. First of all, obviously, is the size. It is very, very light and thin. Like my wife said, her laptop bag weighs more than the computer itself. I mean, this is just amazing, and it's very solid. I'm speechless about the performance of this thing. I know on paper, the 1.4 gigahertz processor, 2 gigabytes of RAM, it's just paltry compared to many of the other PC offerings or even the Mac offering in terms of MacBook Pro. But the real world performance, when you teamed up with OS 10, 10.6, with the SSD, it is not that bad. A lot of times when I use it, I feel like this is faster than my MacBook Pro with a Core i7 processor. This is faster. It's amazing. I mean, on paper, when you compare spec for spec, just in terms of numbers, this is not. This is a beefed up netbook. But you can run real applications on this. With a 13-inch model, even this one, you can run Photoshop at a decent speed. Of course, Photoshop is a memory hog, so you better off have a 4GB RAM. But for everyday tasks like email, web browsing, 2 gigs word processing is surprisingly not that bad when you have an SSD in this. One thing good about this is that also the negative side is the screen. As you can see, a lot of space is wasted for the thick bezel that this screen has. So it could be a bigger screen. But on the other hand, this screen has 1366 by 768. A lot of PC counterparts, I mean even 17-inch, one of the gaming PC I bought 2 years ago, it's a 17-inch monitor, only has 1440 by 900 pixel. I mean, it seems like the PC world, they go for bigger screen because it's a good selling point, but a lower resolution because they're cheap. A Mac, Apple, thank God, they're not going that route. Yes, they offer 11-inch portability. Sure, I mean, you waste a lot of space, but the resolution is there. Therefore, you get to see everything. Most websites are designed for 1024 by 768. So this will actually display a full web page at a full resolution. You don't have to scroll around. It's like Apple is willing to pay money to have a high-res screen installed in their devices, just like the Retina display on the iPhones. That a lot of PC manufacturers are moving away from high-res displays, and Apple, on the other hand, is moving towards high-res displays. That's just amazing. Also, keyboard. For something this light, I mean, it's the same weight as an iPad, I get to have a full-size keyboard. Not compromised. It's a full-size keyboard as my MacBook Pro. Sure, the function key is a little bit smaller, but other than that, for my everyday typing, this is awesome. And last but not least, is the touchpad. It's huge. It's huge. Even on the Dell, the E4400 or 4600, these are professional full-size 14-inch laptops that weighs probably 2-3 times of this. Has a full-size keyboard, professional series, but the trackpad is about that big on a 14-inch laptop. This is 11-inch. Look how gorgeous this is. It is just amazing in terms of performance. This is almost an accessory, like a piece of jewelry, than a computer. I mean, who wouldn't want to carry this around with them everywhere they go? The downside of it is that there's no SD port. I mean, come on, Steve, you can fit an SD port right here. Come on, I know it's doable. But no, I know there's a microphone here. It doesn't really fit, but come on. Well, on this side, you can fit an SD port, but no, there's no SD card to plug your memory card in, and there's only 2 USB port. No eSATA or anything. It's just, the port is really limited. And it's almost impossible to upgrade this thing. Some manufacturer in the beginning had some SSD. I think Other World Computing right now has an SSD upgrade for the storage. Memory is soldered on. You cannot do anything. But other than the memory, you know, you don't need to upgrade anything. That's the good thing about it. You buy it and you just use it. And so far, I have not had any problem with this. At least my wife didn't tell me any problem. There's no display issue or sleep issue. This thing just works and it's fast. Ignore all the specs on paper and just try it. Use it. I mean, at the store, what got me to buy this is that we would be able to play HD video on both YouTube and Hulu. I mean, both video play at the same time and it's not lagging. That's enough for me. And she uses this every day. She carries this everywhere with her. I'm very tempted at purchasing the 13-inch because I like the high-res screen. Maybe at the next refresh, I will buy the 13-inch. This is a perfect computer. If you're a Mac user, this is the one to get. Unless you only do serious 3D modeling and video editing. I mean, for 80% of us, this is more than enough. This is an awesome computer. Let me just show you a quick boot up. I mean, it does not slow down even after all these use. You hit the power button and it boots up, and the screen is brilliant. It's one of the best screens I've seen on a laptop, and especially on a laptop this size. All the netbook, don't even bother, and it's just awesome. So this is a great computer. If you are deciding between buying or not, hey, if you have the money, you can afford it, buy it. I mean, life is short. I mean, you gotta enjoy all the good things in life. Alright, thank you for watching this episode of Super Gadget Guy. Please check out my other videos and subscribe to my channels. The button's right above, right there. And also check out my blog site at supergadgetguy.com. And thanks for watching.